Hello everyone, this is Anjali and welcome to my channel Learning Pillars, and today we will continue ratio and proportion. First class is done for ratio and now today's topic is proportion. So what is proportion? Basically proportion is when two ratios are equal, then they are said to be in proportion. Okay, so suppose we have two ratio, A is to B and second one is C is to D, and if they are equal then these two are said to be in proportion, and the sign of proportion is double is to. You can write it as A is to B is proportional to C is to D. So you can find a rule here by cross product method. From here we have AD equals to BC, and you can write it as product of extreme is equals to product of mean, and this is very important formula for the question, product of means. So we have to learn this formula because the first and last term are the end point of the proportion, so that's why they are called extreme, and the middle term B and C are called means. So product of extreme is equals to product of mean. Okay, after proportion we have another relation of proportion, which is continued proportion. Continued proportion is basically when we have more than two ratios and they are equal, then they are said to be in continued proportion. Suppose I have A is to B and it is equals to C is to D, it is equals to E is to F, and so on, then this is called the continuity of proportion and it is called continued proportion. If I have A, B and C generally and they saying that these are continued proportion, so how you can write? We have only three term, we don't have four term here, so we will write it as A is to B is equals to B is to C. Okay, so here the rule is B square is equals to AC. So this is called continued proportion, and it will be more clear with the help of this question. The question is, if ABC are continued proportion, prove that A to C is equal to this 2A square minus 5AB plus 7B square upon 2B square minus 5BC plus 7C square. So since ABC are in continued proportion, so we can consider A is to B equals to B is to C, and suppose these two ratio equals to a constant K, so we can find the value for A and B in terms of C here. If you take this and this equal, then what we have A equals to BK. Okay, and if we take this and this equal, then we have B equals to CK. Here C multiplied by K, but I have told you that we have to put the value of A and B in terms of C, so change this B into C. So A can be equals to CK into K, which is equals to CK square. Okay, so we'll place CK square at place of A and we'll use CK at place of B here. Then we'll check is these two are equal or not. If these two are equal, then the question is done. Okay, so first consider left hand side, which is A by C. So what we have for A, we have it is equals to CK square, and at place of C is cancelled by C, so it is equals to K square. So left hand side is equals to K square. If the right hand side is also equals to K square, then question is done. Okay, so consider right hand side, which is 2A square. Now place the value of A here, which is CK square to the power 2 minus 5a ck square into ck at place of b plus 7b square. So use ck at place of b, and to the numerator we have 2b square. So 2 ck to the square minus 5bc. So ck into c. We have to convert all the terms into terms of c. Okay. So right hand side is equals to 2 c square k to the power 4 minus 5. C multiplied by c gives you c square, and k square multiplied by k gives you k to the power 3, and plus 7 c square k square divided by 2 c square k square minus 5 c square k plus 7 c square. Now look at the fraction, what is common here to the numerator. You can see that c square k square is common, okay, because the least power of k square in each term is, here the power is 4, here 3, and here is 2. So take the least power common, and c square is also the equal power in all term. So what is left here? 2k square minus 5k plus 7 is left to the bracket, and to the denominator what is common here? C square is common only. 2k square minus 5k plus 7. Okay, and as you all can see here, this bracket is equal, so cancel the numerator and denominator, and c square also cancel by c square, and it is equals to k square. So we have left hand side is equals to right hand side because both are equals to k square. So the question is proved. So ABC were in continued proportion, so we have take this value a by b is equals to b by c, and suppose these two are equals to k, then use a and b in terms of c to the given question, left hand side and right hand side both, and if those two are equal then the question is done. Okay, so now we'll discuss the property of proportion and ratio here. So after this question, I think ratio and proportion is clear to you, but we have more properties for both questions, for ratio and proportion. So let's discuss them. So first is, there are some properties like invertendo. What is invertendo? Second is alternando. Third is componendo. Fourth is dividendo. And fifth one, which is most important, it is componendo and dividendo. And dividendo. Okay. So what are these property? Basically, if I have two ratio in proportion, suppose I have A is to B is proportional to C is to D, then what is the invertendo of these? If you change these ratio, basically if you do the invert of them, suppose here I have, it is given A is to B is equals to C by D, then what will be true? B upon A is also equals to D upon C. Suppose I have 1 upon 2 is equals to 1 upon 2. Then 2 upon 1 is equals to 2 upon 1 also, na? So it is called invertendo. So you can write it as B is to A is proportional to D is to C. So you have changed the numerator by denominator. Okay. And what is alternando? in alternando the ratio of first and third will be equals to the ratio of second and fourth. So you can write it as A is to C is proportional to B is to D. While this was given, okay, in each of these cases this is given, then we have this also. And what is componendo? Componendo means we are combining something. If I have A is to B equals to C is to D, then if I'm adding 1 to each of the side, left hand side and right hand side, there is no effect, there is no change. But we can have another property here, A plus B by B is equals to C plus D by D. So we can have here A plus B ratio by B is proportional to C plus D is to D. Okay, and if you take the LCM, so it gives you A plus B into 1 gives you B. Okay, so this is called componendo. And dividendo, in dividendo we will subtract 1 from the left hand side as well as the right hand side. So we have here A by B minus 1 is equals to C by D minus 1. And remember that in each of the cases A is to B is proportional to C is to D. Okay, so that is given. So what we have here, A minus B is to B is proportional to C minus D is to D. Okay, and if we applied these two at once, okay, then it is known as componendo and dividendo. So in componendo and dividendo, if we have, and this is very important for the question, if we have A is to B is proportional to C is to D, or A by B is equals to C by D, then it implies that A plus B upon A minus B is equals to C plus D upon C minus D. Look at here, the sum of the numerator and denominator to the difference of them is equals to the sum of the C and D to the C minus D. So these are also in proportion. Okay, and this is called componendo and dividendo. The use of this method will be more clear with a question. So let's discuss a question. So the question is, let me check from the book. The question is, if A minus 2B minus 3C plus 4D into A plus 2B plus 3C plus 4D is equals to A plus 2B minus 3C minus 4D into A minus 2B plus 3C minus 4D. So these two are equal, and I have to show that, so that 2AD is equals to 3BC. Okay, so you can see this is very long term, है ना? We have the 4 term product here, so it gives you, if you will multiply these two, you will get at least 16 term here, but it will be very easy by applying this method. Okay, so what we have is a minus 2b minus 3c plus 4d. Take 1 to the denominator here. This is divided by a plus 2b minus 3c minus 4d. And you can take any one of these to the denominator. It will make no change. Okay. What is left here to the numerator? Here it is left to the numerator. So write it first. A minus 2b plus 3c minus 4d. And take this to the denominator here. Basically, these two were in product, in multiplication, you can say it. And to the other side of the equal, it will become to the denominator, because here it is numerator. So it becomes plus 4d. Now applying by componendo and dividendo rule, you can see here, if you will add these two, then some term will be cancelled by each other. So it will be easier. So by C and D method. Okay. So by componendo and dividendo. If these two ratios are equal, then the sum of the numerator and denominator divided by the difference of them is equals to the same here. Okay. So in this question, it will be numerator plus denominator minus 3c minus 4d divided by, and please be careful, if you have add this plus then this to the denominator, be careful, subtract denominator from the numerator. Okay. If you are doing that, you are differentiating them from the denominator, then make the same sequence to the right hand side. Okay. If to the left hand side you are writing the numerator first, then you have to write the numerator first in the right hand side also. Minus 3c minus 4d is equals to numerator plus denominator a minus 2b plus, okay, let me check, minus a plus 2b minus 3c minus 4d. ठीक है, a minus 2b plus 3c minus 4d plus a plus 2b plus 3c plus 4d, because I don't have much space here, a minus. So I was saying about this, if you have write the numerator first here, then please write the numerator first here, otherwise there will be a change in the negative sign. Then you will have 2ad is equals to minus 3bc. Okay. So here a minus 2b plus 3c minus 4d minus, and if you are applying minus here, then please write the second term in the within the bracket, because minus sign will change the each term with the opposite sign. Okay. If you are applying bracket here, there that will make no difference, because to the numerator we have plus sign, and plus sign don't make any change before the bracket. So to the numerator I have 2b is cancelled by 2b, because here is plus sign, so it will not change the sign of the bracket here, and plus 4d is cancelled by minus 4d. So I have a plus a gives you 2a, and minus 3c gives you minus 6c. But be little careful to the by solving the denominator. So first change the sign. We have minus sign before the bracket, so each term will be of opposite sign. A will becomes minus a, plus 2b becomes minus 2b, minus 3c, sorry, it will be minus plus, and minus plus 4d is equals to the numerator here we have 2b is cancelled by 2b, 4d again cancelled by 4d. So I have here 2a plus 6c divided by a minus 2b plus 3c minus 4d, minus a minus 2b minus 3c minus 4d. Because all the four terms was of positive sign, now these become of negative sign. A cancelled by minus a, and this is cancelled by minus 3c, and here 3c cancelled by minus 3c, a is cancelled by a. So I have 2a minus 6c upon minus 2b gives you minus 4b and plus 8d here, and to the right hand side I have divided by minus 4b minus 8d. To simplify it, you can see here 2 is common and 4 is common, so it is your choice. Take 2 common, and I have here a minus 3c, and take 4 or minus 4 common, it gives us b minus 2d is equals to 2a plus 3c divided by, take minus 4 common, b plus 2d, and this is cancelled by this, and this is cancelled by this. Now I have to prove this condition, so we have to solve this by cross product method, and it gives you a minus 3c, or you can simplify it also further by, because I can see here a minus 3c and a plus 3c, so you can write it as a minus 3c divided by a plus 3c is equals to b minus 2d is divided by b plus 2d. Applying again componendo and dividendo rule, it will be more easy. Okay, so applying, we can apply componendo and dividendo how many times we want to apply. Okay, applying componendo and dividendo rule again. So if you will add these two, minus 3c will be cancelled by plus 3c, so to the numerator I have 2a only, and if you will subtract this from this, then it will become minus and minus, so a will cancel by minus a and will give you minus 6c. If it is not clear, then write the whole term. Okay, and to the numerator here I have 2b divided by this minus this gives you minus 4d. Here again 2 is cancelled by 2 and minus sign is cancelled by minus sign. Now cross product, 4ad is equals to 6bc, and 2 is common here, so it gives you 2ad is equals to 3bc. Proved? Okay, so the question was very long, but by applying componendo and dividendo, it become very easy. Okay, so this is all for today, and I think ratio and proportion is completed now. So for next chapter, we will discuss factorization. And if you like my video, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to share. Please press the like button. Thank you so much.